Aussie Riders, welcome back to Aussie Rider Caravans. Today I'm super excited to take you on a tour of our 18-foot Ranger LX model. It's a single axle couples caravan that's full off-road and gorgeous on the inside and tough on the outside. Let's go on a tour with me. Okay, so now we're on the inside of the van and let's just take a quick moment to enjoy these beautiful colors. It looks so modern and luxurious inside. Now, this is the center door version of the 18-footer. So you have an entrance right sort of near or in front of the axle, and you walk into your queen bed. Now, there is an option where you can do a rear door version of this van as well, but when you do the center door, you get a lot more space. You can walk around the bed, so this is called an island queen size bed. You've got massive amounts of storage all around your overhead cabinetry and in your robes as well. So in the true Aussie Rider fashion, our robes go all the way to the tunnel boot, and I'll show you just how much space you have underneath the bed in a second. But it goes all the way down to the tunnel boot, so any sort of quilts and things that you have with you that you want to take, especially if it's a cooler time when you're going away, you can fit all of those in there. And of course, you still have your reading lamps that have USB ports underneath, so you can charge all your devices from there. So this is all the storage that you guys have underneath the bed. And as you can see there, you've got the full length tunnel boot going right across the van. You've got access to that from both sides. And there is a smart TV that comes with all of our vans as well. The robes go all the way down to touch the tunnel boot, so you've got plenty of space for storage all around the bedroom area. Okay, so let's now move on to the living area. You do have the option in this floor plan to either have the kitchen on the door side or the off side. Now, we prefer, or we think, that when you have the L shape on this side, you actually walk into a more spacious van. So it might be a little bit better to have the L shape on this side rather than having the kitchen there. But we do know that a lot of people like to do their cooking on this side so that they can pass their food or whatever it is that they want to do through the window to whoever's outside on the awning as well, which is great as well. But it depends on which one you guys prefer. But in this model, we've got the L shape towards the door and then the kitchen towards the off side. And in the kitchen, because this is an 18-footer, and when you do the center door version, there's actually a little bit more space in the living, they've actually been able to put in a larger bucket for the pantry, the pull-out pantry underneath. And if you don't want to tuck all your bottles and spices and things like that away here, we can actually turn this into a shelved pantry as well. So that's up to you for your preference. But you've got a larger balled drainer sink as well on the van as well, and it comes with filter included, so it's a 3-way tap filter, hot and cold water, all there for you. Lots of drawers, and you know we like to utilize all the space we possibly can for storage, so we've kept that there for soap, dishwashing liquids and things like that that you want to tuck away in there. And then these are drawers, and you've got some flaps just on the floor. You can put some baskets and things like that in there, tuck away all your tins and just heavier stuff there. You've got a full oven, and of course you can have this sort of plush mounted here, but we tend not to do that because you want to do all your prepping and all your cutting and things like that. So we've tucked it away, or we've put a bench top over it, so you can do all of that there. You have a grill, a mini grill, alongside a full oven as well. If you don't do a lot of cooking inside the van, or don't really think that you'll be using the oven, you can still have the grill and the stove, but you can substitute the oven for maybe a cupboard or a drawer. So what we tend to do in the fridge area generally is to have the fridge sort of in the middle, your microwave on the top, and then you usually have a bit of storage just on top of the floor. However, because these customers actually did not want the microwave, we were able to drop the fridge down. That's because the wheel arch actually does not interfere with the storage amount on the floor as well. So we've dropped the fridge down, and we've actually been able to make all of this space into a large cabinetry. And as you can see, it's actually a lot deeper than your overhead cupboards. So if you are planning on getting more storage in the van, this is definitely one of the better places to put it. You get a massive amount of storage, and you can put baskets and things like that in there as well. So you can fill it up with lots of different things. Now let's move on to the L-shaped lounge. In the 17 footer, this is a little bit smaller. In the 18 footer, you've got a massive amount of space for seating, and you've got a larger table as well. And these customers actually want to drop this down to convert it to a bed, which is very handy, and it will drop down just past where this cushion sort of is, and then we'll be able to get you a thick cushion made that will just fit directly into that cutout, and you'll be able to sleep somebody else here as well. It's a lot of space to sleep somebody here. You've got all overhead cabinetry for all of our full off-road vans actually come with piano hinges. So you can literally tug on them, but they won't be falling off, and you won't find cupboards and drawers on the floor when you get to your destination, which is fantastic. Okay, so now I'm in the back of the van, and you've got a full ensuite running across the rear. So you've got a full shower on the door side, and you have your toilet area on the off side. And in the true Aussie rider fashion, we've actually left you the inbuilt basket that our customers love to use for dirty clothes and dirty shoes and things like that. And you've still got a massive amount of storage in the linen cupboard. Now, these customers actually did not want to put it in a washing machine, even though in the 18 footer we can fit a washing machine. So we've left the bench space as though we were going to make a washing machine space there, but instead they've actually got a large amount of drawer space as well in there. So a lot more storage in this van, and that's just a little bit of cupboard space. We've got the piping and things like that for your sink goes through there. Now have a look at this massive RV shower. So this is the largest separate RV shower that you can have, and it's a square shower as well, so none of those tiny triangular showers that you would have had to settle for previously. That's a massive amount of space in your ensuite at the back. One of the most important things that our customers love is the fact that we go through great lengths to make sure that everything in our caravan is the best quality products that we can find. Say for example, the Eurovision windows through Aussie Traveller. These actually have a built-in fly screen, and it's actually midget proof as well. And the windows are the best rated in the market, so we're really proud of the quality of the build. And at the front of the van, if you wanted to have a larger window like this, that's great. It actually lets in a lot of natural light into the van, which we think makes the van look very cozy and even spacious as well. However, if you do want to have a little bit more privacy at the front of the van, we can actually do two windows. So we can have one window where you can leave it halfway open, still let in a little bit of light and a bit of breeze, but the bottom one you can shut off whenever you are either changing or sleeping in the van. If you want a little bit more privacy, that's an option that we can do as well. Either way, even this one, you can actually select where you leave that off. So if you do want to have the blind a little bit higher for more privacy, you can do that in this as well. So let's go through the plumbing and electricals in the van. You might already know that we love to put our Projector 335 battery management system display as soon as you walk into the van, whether it's a center door or a rear door, because you can actually turn everything on and off. Originally it's called the kill switch because it actually turns on and off everything that runs on 12 volt, so you don't have to turn things off individually. So that's there. All your tank, so gauge levels can be read through there. How much solar or how much power you have on the caravan can all be monitored through there, which is great. And your pump operation is also through there as well. We just use one overhead cupboard in our vans, generally the one in the kitchen, to put in the management system unit. And it also has a place for you to select whether you want gas or electric for your hot water there as well. So we try to make sure that even in here we put a partition in there so that the rest of that is storage as well. So because these are more compact caravans, we make sure that there's ample space for you to store things in the van when you are traveling. So going back to the electricals and plumbing, you've got a Projector 335 battery management system along with 420 watts of solar, a 225 lithium battery, so 225 amps of lithium. You've got a rear view monitor, which is a camera that you can actually check the back of the van when you're traveling as well. So whether there are trucks around, wherever you are, you can check the back even when you are driving. And there is an option there when someone is guiding you from the back, they can actually speak to you through the monitor in the car as well, which is amazing. You have all of the LED lights and all of the USB ports that have reading ports underneath them. You've got a 12-volt fan that's actually got a light for midges as well. It's got an amber light on there. You have a soft start air conditioner, which is a reverse cycle, so heating and cooling is involved in that. There's also a very energy efficient 175 litre Thetford compressor fridge and freezer, which does not need ventilation from the outside. The vents from the inside, so it stops a lot of the dust from coming into the van. For plumbing, you have 2 water tanks, 95 litres each. You've got 110 litre grey water. We put an external shower in the back of the van as well that's got hot and cold water. And you've got another separate tap on the A-frame just in case you need water at the front of the van. There is a gas bayonet right outside your tunnel boot, so if you do want to carry a barbecue, external kitchen, whatever you want to do on the outside, you've got a gas bayonet all ready to go there as well. Water filters already included in the van. There is a massive amount of features that we include in the van as standard, so all of the little bits and pieces that you might normally have to think of on your own, we've already taken care of all of that for you. So we'll start off with the exterior of the van, and we're starting off strong with a DO35 pitch at the front, which is fantastic for off-road usage because it does turn, so it doesn't actually put a lot of weight or a lot of pressure on your car. You actually have a Anderson plug that will keep your fridge running all the time when you're traveling. And depending on what your car has, we can either do a 12-pin or a 7-pin for you. And we'll actually do all the wiring for you for your rear view camera, which we'll tell you about that a little bit later on as well. You have a 6-inch chassis with a 2-inch razor, so 8 inches altogether. All of our vans now come for the 2026 model with a stone guard. Now, our vans are fully customizable, so these customers have actually wanted to put a bike rack on their van. So what we've done for them is actually welded on an extra bit of steel there. So their bike rack will sit on top of their A-frame. So their bike rack will sit on top of their toolbox, but when they want to use the toolbox, it's actually movable as well. You've got 2 gas bottles at the front, and you have a toolbox with a slide. Now you can decide which side the slide out comes from. If you want to put a barbecue in the van, you might want to have the slide on that side, but if you want to put something else on this side to slide out to the off side, put the slider here, and the rest of that will be storage for you as well. You've got a tap on the A-frame that we've blocked out with some checker plate for some protection. So now we're moving along to the off side of the van. This is one end of your full length tunnel boot. This is on the off side. You've got a brake safe system in there and a massive amount of storage. You can fit multiple things in there. And you've got a bit of a light there as well. Okay, moving along towards the back of the van, you actually have a larger battery box in the van. So just in case you do want to upgrade to a larger battery later on, you don't have to look for another place to mount a battery box to. This one is larger. You can just replace the battery there later on, so that's just more forward thinking. You've got 2 water fillers for your 2 tanks, but we make sure that they're connected in the middle so that your tanks go up and down together to help the Caravan stay balanced. And that's sort of towards just in front of your axle there. Coming along to the back of the axle, you've got your mains pressure inlet, and you actually have a 110 litre grey water tank that is covered with galvanite sheet protection along with your fresh water tanks. I'll show you the suspension as well. So this is a Tough Ride independent coil suspension with 2,750 kilos of ATM. The tear weight on the van comes to around the 2,200 mark, so you've got a massive amount of payload. And if you really wanted to in the 18-footer, you can increase the ATM to 3 tonne in the Tough Ride version as well. So the fridge in the van actually does not require any ventilation at all, because the ventilation is from inside the van. However, what we prefer to do is actually put an access door there, so just in case you need to service the door or get to the machinery at the back of it later on down the track, you actually don't have to take the whole fridge out. All of the machinery and all of the wiring is actually here, so you can get to it really easily. And the rest of it, there are no vents as well, which is great. You've got your toilet and cassette through Thetford, and we can just shut that off. I don't know whose job that is, but it's very nice and simple. You have your housing for the hot water service, and all you need to do is just turn the plug on from the inside. You don't need to worry about anything for the outside for the hot water. Moving along to the back of the van, you have a 3-arm heavy-duty bumper bar. It's actually adjustable as well, so just in case you want to put in maybe another toolbox or a tube with all your like little bits and pieces, even if you want to carry around some fishing gear, you can put everything here. You just need to adjust it, you just need to take it out a little bit and you can get more space there. You've got your spare wheel here, and a jerry can holder, and if you want an extra jerry can holder, we can put it on the other side of the spare wheel. That is your safety Dave camera. We'll provide you with the monitor for the car when you come to place your order in. You've got a higher checker plate because this is a full off-road van, and this is a hot and cold water external shower, just in case you go to the beach and you just want to rinse your feet off before you get into your clean van. You can do that with the external shower. Coming along to the door side, which is the on side of the van, you've got a awning on this side. We'll provide you with the awning support for that as well. Now, the total width of the van is 2.45 meters with the awning included. Moving along, you actually have a picnic table, and that's 30 kilos max on there, so no sitting. But when you want to actually watch TV outside, you can have the picnic table open, put some snacks on there. Your TV will mount onto the bracket here. Antennas there. It's actually got a mushroom head antenna on all of our vans at the moment as well, which is great. Pull the awning out and you can enjoy a nice sunny day out here. Your main door, which a lot of people love, it actually has 3 locks. So unless you actually put all 3 locks onto the van, the key will not turn, which is a safety feature. So you're not going to walk away from the van thinking it's locked, but it's actually not locked. So once you put all 3 locks in, it will lock with the key. The other cool feature about this is that you have 3 meshes, so it's a crimp safe door. It's also a midgie proof as well, very sturdy, and I can't reach it from here, but there is an inbuilt blind. So away with the old curtains that we used to have, blinds included in the main door. And here, I don't think we got to show you on the inside, but you actually have a flat entrance. So when you are walking around the bed, you don't actually have to worry about falling into a niche every time, and you don't have to source an extra step to go inside the niche. There's a flat floor and you've got 2 sort of steps to get into the van, and that actually gives you a lot more clearance on the full off-roader as well, which is great. You've got a nice bubble handle here, and there's actually a handle on the inside as well, so safety measures for when you are walking in and out of the van. This is the other side of your tunnel, and you've got a gas bayonet outside just in case you want to take a gas barbecue with you. You can plug it straight away into that. This is the other side of the van. So these customers have actually decided to put their toolbox with a slide on the door side. So that just pulls in and out, and you can see that there is a divider in the middle to sort of shut off the storage area on the other side. All our Aussie Rider vans are built in Campbellfield, Victoria, and as you can see, we are fully Australian made and owned, and we're registered through the Australian Made campaign as well, which is fantastic to hear. We make sure that everything that is included in the van is top quality Australian products, so you don't have to worry about the caravan falling down. Wherever you go, you will be covered. There's also another reason why our Ranger LX models are so popular. They're compact vans that have everything that the larger vans have. And we make sure that every step of the way, every step of the build, we are checking the quality of the vans, and all our plumbers and electricians are very, very well experienced in their own field. So we are proud of the product that we make. And if you're ready to own a brand new caravan that's actually built to the Australian standards, come and see us at Campbellfield, Victoria at Aussie Rider Caravans, and we'll be able to build your brand new caravan for you. We'll see you soon. Bye.